I have the pleasure to present for the honorary doctorate degree in humane letters a woman who is the very embodiment of how much of a difference can be made by one person.
LAU graduates, I need your energy. LAU! 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 All right. Thank you. Thank you. President Jabra, members of faculty, staff, proud parents, and of course, graduating class of 2013. Or should I say, change makers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the great honor that you have bestowed upon me today. My heart is filled with pride and joy. However, you have no idea how much anxiety I endured in the past few weeks in getting this speech done. I will always treasure this moment for the rest of my life, being here amongst you, the graduating class of 2013 at the Lebanese American University, one of the most prestigious educational institutions in the region. As a young girl, living and schooling in the conservative town of LA, I always dreamed of attending LAU, or BCW, as it was known then. So many courageous women who had become strong leaders in our society had graduated from this great institution, and I desperately wanted to be one of them. Little did I know that my destiny would take a different turn. I had hardly finished high school when I met my darling husband-to-be. It was love at first sight. And before I knew it, we married and moved to Africa, where my husband's family had established a successful business since 1926. The move to Africa, this challenging continent, started my wonderful journey into becoming a supportive wife and a parent to 4 children. It also nurtured my love for sports. Running through the streets of Lagos inspired me and got me dreaming. A seed was planted and dreams began to grow. La, 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 la. I moved to Lebanon in 1997 and carried the love of running with me. I ran on the Corniche every morning. I ran north and south of Beirut too. Now, let's park this idea and please bear with me for a moment. I would like to ask everyone to close their eyes and take a deep breath. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Now dig deep into your soul. Find that thing you're most passionate about. Believe it, it will become real, and promise to never let it go. If that dream of yours is still somewhere else, then look for it. It's waiting to be found. It looks like you've opened your eyes before I told you. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Oh, wow! I'm in awe. What do I see here? The graduates. Where did the graduates go? Because right now, I see in front of me, I see superheroes, peacemakers, artists, inventors, Olympians, leaders, and champions. Obviously, I see happy faces and very happy souls. Above all, I see real change makers. I see people going for the gold, the Oscar, the Nobel, the Grammys. If there is anything I can share with you today, it's this. When you leave campus tonight, don't ever forget to keep dreaming. And I'm not talking about ordinary dreams. I'm talking about change-making dreams. Dream big and beyond yourselves. Be curious, but humble. Passionate and intrusive. Always hungry for knowledge. Your education doesn't stop here tonight. It's actually just about to start. For as long as I can remember, I've always loved running. I would run for hours every single day. I longed for the sensation of freedom, simplicity, power, and control that running gave me. I was a long-distance runner, and I was training to run my very first marathon. And I'm sure, as you all know, a marathon is actually 42.195 kilometers. I said was a long-distance runner because now I no longer run. That all ended one rainy morning on November 17, 2001, while training. I had a near-fatal accident that left me with both my legs crushed and several lacerations. 7 days later, I woke up from my coma to find myself wrapped up in a maze of steel rods and tubes through my body, unable to move. Never in my life had I been so afraid. I soon realized what happened to me and the severity and consequences of the accident. I kept thinking that I may never run again, let alone walk. It was during that most difficult time, 2 years of hospitalization and over 36 surgeries, that something beautiful happened. The seed that had long been planted began to blossom. And it was from my hospital bed that the Beirut Marathon was born and brought me back to life with it. If I could never run again, I wanted to make sure others could. I knew without the shadow of any doubt that I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in denial or self-pity. I couldn't give up hope or give up on the people I loved so much. I also felt that this was now my time to give back to my country, which I loved dearly, a country that had been torn apart from a most senseless civil war. The beginning was extremely difficult. Our culture was not ready for such events. Sponsors were reluctant to support, and above all, I had to make sure that this initiative did not become politicized, as most things in our country tend to unfortunately get. So the first Beirut Marathon took place in October 2003. The years that followed witnessed many serious conflicts, followed by the devastating invasion by Israel during the summer of 2006, which threatened the fragile peace of our nation. Despite those challenges, the marathon continued to take place and soon became the single largest and most popular sporting event in Lebanon. The marathon celebrated its 10th edition in November last year, involving over 32,000 participants from over 85 nationalities. Race after race, we began to see the extent of the event's real impact as it became a symbol of unity and the only place and time where all the Lebanese came together, united in joy and in sport, leaving all their differences behind and celebrating life. The marathon also became a platform for charities and NGOs to raise funds and awareness. It became a place where the spirit of volunteerism thrived. It became an expression of sports values, and it encouraged tourism, the economy, and renewed faith in the country. What Beirut Marathon embodies today are the building blocks for peace. Your big dreams are possible and can be powerful enough to change what is wrong in the world. Keep them close to your hearts and minds. You will find others who will be more than willing to help you along your way. It is within your hands that we place our hopes for the future of our country and the world. And I, for one, believe in each and every one of you, the graduates of 2013. Dream big, choose right over wrong, love over hate, and above all, peace. In closing, I want to thank you once again for this great honor. I will do my best to stay worthy of its significance, and I promise to always keep working towards a better Lebanon through sports. They say, after all, peacemaking is not a sprint, it's more of a marathon. I would like to share with you a quote from the great Nelson Mandela. Sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to youth in a language they understand. Sport can create hope where once there was only despair. It is more powerful than governments in breaking down barriers. It laughs in the face of all types of discrimination. Good luck to you all, and may the years ahead see your dreams come true. LAU, LAU,